everybody, it's Alyssa. Welcome back to my brand new pet channel. I am super excited to be here, and if you don't know who I am, my name is Alyssa. What's up? I have a main channel which will be linked down below. That is where many of you guys probably already know me, but if you're new to my channel, I do already have a YouTube channel, and then I brought my pets over on here to this channel because I didn't want to make pet content on my main channel anymore. So I just wanted to explain that a little bit because some people were upset that I'm not making animal videos on my main channel, and the reason why is because I do have a lot of animal videos planned, like up to 20 videos right now I have up planned, and I don't want to overload my main channel with pet videos because then my main channel will be seen as a pet channel and it's not. And then I also wanted to have a channel where all of my animal stuff would just be together, so it makes it a lot easier to send someone over to my channel who is asking questions about certain animals. So that is why I decided to do it. I already have like 1,000 subscribers on here from you guys, so thank you so much for coming on over here and being subscribed to me. Like I said, this will be a pet channel only, so all of the content on this channel will just solely be my pets. There will be occasionally some pet stuff still on my main channel, especially for December while I do Vlogmas, because you will kind of see behind the scenes of me making my animal videos. So there will still be animal content on my main channel, it just won't be solely about pets. So I decided my first video on this channel should just simply be a meet all of my pets, meet me. I'm gonna introduce all of the pets that I have to you and just kind of give a little bit of information about them and their names and everything like that, so you know who they are starting this channel. So I'm just gonna introduce myself first. If you are new, my name is Alyssa. I am 22 years old. I am currently in school for graphic design, and I recently just quit my vet tech job. I was a vet tech for 3 years, so there is a lot of things that I did learn about certain animals while I was a vet tech, so that does help me with my care. But I'm currently in school and I'm a full-time YouTuber, so that's pretty much my job, that's my life, and nothing too interesting really about me. I'm sure you guys just want to see the animals. So in total I have 10 animals, a lot of them being very small and in cages so they don't take up much space. 10 animals may sound like a lot to you, but to me it's really not a lot at all. And for most people who take care of animals on the daily, it's not really that much, considering half of them are pretty easy to take care of. I am going to introduce you to my dogs and cats first, since they are easier to show you, and then I'll get more into my exotic pets in a little bit. So my first pet I have to show you is my dog. This is Mochi. If he'll show the camera, he's a little camera shy. So this is Mochi, aka Monkey. I call him Monkey a lot, and this is my little boy. I'm very attached to him. He is like my life. I've had him since he was like 8 weeks old. He is currently about a little over a year. He turned a year old in August, so he's a little over a year old now, and I've had him since he was a little tiny baby. I have videos on my channel. I have a playlist where you can go watch the video of when I got him, because he was really tiny and precious and adorable. He is a Pomeranian. I get asked a lot what his breed is. Both of his parents were purebred Pomeranians. I don't know what kind they were. I know one was a teddy bear, but I don't know what the other one was. So he's kind of a mixed Pomeranian. He's kind of big. He's about 8 pounds. A lot of Pomeranians are a lot smaller than he is. Yeah, he loves being held. He's very cuddly. He is a butthole. I'm not gonna lie. He talks back a lot. I have a lot of videos where I ask him not to do something and he'll start barking at me because he's talking back to me. So he does have a bit of an attitude, but everybody who meets him absolutely loves him. He loves people a lot. And yeah, he's just my cuddly little boy, and he does love to cuddle, and he loves peanut butter. So that's my first baby right there. So my next dog right here, this is Dobby, aka Dobby. She is kind of spastic, as you can tell. She doesn't like being held very much, but I'm doing it anyway. She's turning a year old this month, so she's just now a year old. I've had her since she was, I guess, like 2 months old, 2 or 3 months old. I don't know what kind of dog she is. I just say that she's a Chihuahua because she definitely is a Chihuahua mix, but she is very long. As you can see, she has a very long body, kind of like a Dachshund, but then she also has like ears like a min pin, or like feet like a min pin. So she's definitely a mix of a couple different, so I do want to do a DNA test on her one day. Maybe I'll be able to afford to get one soon and we can do a video on it. But she has these beautiful green eyes. I don't know if you can look. And huge ears, as you could probably guess why her name is Dobby. She is named after the little elf on Harry Potter because of her ears. And we weighed her the other day and she was 7 pounds. I think. So personality wise, she is a very clingy dog like most Chihuahuas are. She loves sleeping under blankets. She won't go to sleep unless she has a blanket with her. And she absolutely loves my boyfriend. She cuddles up with him as soon as he comes into my house, and she won't leave his side every time he's here. So she definitely likes my boyfriend more than me, but she also really loves people. She's never shown aggression with anyone, which is great since she's a Chihuahua. So she is a very sweet girl, as you can tell, and I absolutely love her. She's the best. Her negative side though is that she loves to eat things. She has probably chewed about 10 holes in my carpet, so she is a little brat in that aspect for sure. So those were my 2 dogs. Now I have 2 cats. So they're both sleeping right now, so I don't really want to bother them, so I'll turn the camera around and show you them. The first one's name is Twyla. She was the first cat I got since I moved out. She's about 2 years old now. I got her when she was about a year old, and it's been about a year since I've had her, so she's about 2. She could be a little bit older. Got her at a shelter, and she was super skinny, like full of worms. Like, it was nasty. There was worms just like hanging from her butt. But now she's a little chonky. She loves to eat. I do have to withhold the food from both of my cats because they will just eat and eat and eat and eat. So I do feed them just once a day some food because they eat too much. I just say that Twyla is a Russian blue because she looks very similar to Russian blue. She's obviously just like a simple domestic short hair, but if I could pick a breed, she's probably close to a Russian blue, and she's probably mixed with a couple other things. But she is the sweetest cat ever. I mean, literally, she's so calm, and she doesn't do much. She doesn't make too much noise. The only time she's super loud is at night. She gets the zoomies and she starts running up and down the hallway making like this god-awful like demon sound, and I don't know why she does it. And then she also likes to bury her food, so after she eats she'll start like burying it. It's really loud and annoying. That's pretty much the only thing she does. She loves to cuddle. She won't necessarily like cuddle, you can't hold her cuddling, but she'll sit like right beside you, and like if she has a little bit of her body on you, she'll go to sleep. So she's very sweet, and she kind of just does her own thing. She's very quiet. She's the quietest and best behaved one in the house. Oh, and by the way, Twyla is named after one of the characters from Monster High. I'll put it on the screen. I believe she's the Boogeyman's daughter. Both of my cats are named after Monster High characters because I still love Monster High and I loved it as a kid, so. And Mochi, by the way, he's just named after like the Japanese ice cream stuff you can get. So my next cat is Spectra, and I've had her since she was about 8 weeks old as well. She is about a year old now. She just turned a year old like about a month ago. I believe she's a Siamese like snowshoe mix. She's definitely mixed with a couple different things. She's very unique. Her eyes go cross-eyed when she tries to look at something for too long. And she's just a little weird. Everybody who meets her is just like, wow, she's just like the weirdest cat I've ever met. She's a bit strange. I don't think everything is connected in her brain very well because there's some things that she does that it just doesn't seem right. And she really likes to bite, and it's not necessarily an aggressive bite. It's like when she's nursing or when she's cuddling up next to you, she will literally just take a chomp like out of your arm. So a lot of people don't like to cuddle with her because she will bite the heck out of you. And I don't really know why she does it. She's done it since she was a kitten. She bit the crap out of me all the time when she was a kitten. And she was a really ill-behaved kitten. She was horrible. She destroyed everything I owned. But now that she's gotten older, she kind of just sleeps during the day. And if there is something like hanging down, she will eat it and attack it. She's also destroyed my curtains, and she likes to jump up on my bookcases and knock the Funko Pops off my bookcases. So that's just some of the little things that she likes to do. I got her from a humane society. I got her from the Etowah Valley Humane Society. I believe it's in Cartersville. And she was like spayed and had all of her vaccines and everything when I got her. So yeah, I got her from a humane society. She's beautiful, but nobody wanted to adopt her because of her aggression. So yeah, that was fun. All right, so now that I have shown you kind of my main pets, now I'm gonna go into my pet room where my exotic pets are and show you them. Many of you guys like to see them a lot more anyway, considering a lot of the videos on my main channel are about them. So I've got guinea pigs and reptiles in there. So let's head on over to my pet room and I will introduce my exotic pets to you. Okay guys, now I am in my pet room slash office. This is the room where mainly my pets are and where I live stream on Twitch. So behind the camera where you can't see it is my whole streaming setup. And then over here to the side and over here on this side are where my animals are. So I do have 2 guinea pigs, so let me see if I can grab one of them. One does like to bite, so I don't typically pick him up very often, but the other one is my favorite. Okay, so this is Mocha. He is one of my guinea pigs. He is the best. He is so sweet. I am planning on cutting his nails soon, so they are a little long. But he is they're both about 6 months old, and they're huge. If you saw the video where I first got them, they're absolutely huge now. But yeah, he is an obsidian. They both are obsidian guinea pigs, and he's the darker one. But yeah, he has like the cutest nose ever, and I just love him, and I love his coloring. So let me see if I can get Latte without him biting me. Okay, so this is Latte. He's the one that's a little bit of a biter, but he is still very sweet. He has a little bit of an afro, which is what I like about him, but he's an obsidian guinea pig as well. He's got kind of calico colors, and I do need to cut his nails too, but yeah, he's the best. I'm gonna put him down since I'm stressing him out. So yeah, like I said, they're both about 6 months old, and I've had them since they were 3 weeks old, so I had them when they were like this big, and they've gotten so big. Got them from some like random farm near me. The people had like an accidental breeding of their guinea pigs, and it had like 6 babies, so I just got 2 of them. I think I paid like $20 each for them. Yes, they are both males, but I guess since they're brothers, I mean, you know, fingers crossed, they could get aggressive with each other as they get older, but they cuddle together, they love each other, they butt rumble at each other sometimes, but they've never even had any type of tussle with each other. So hopefully they stay bonded for life. If not, I do have plans to separate them if that ever has to happen. But I guess since they're brothers, they've just done really well together. Usually 2 males just don't really do well together, but they seem to have done pretty well. So their favorite foods are most definitely bell peppers, cucumbers, and parsley. As soon as I put any type of parsley like near them, they start squeaking like crazy. And one food that they both just don't really like is squash. I tried feeding them squash for like Halloween, for like the holidays, and they just really wouldn't eat it. So yeah, I normally just feed them a lot of different types of things, but the one thing they've just never been interested in is squash, so it's kind of random. But so the next pet I have to show you is my bearded dragon. So his name is Bowser. I will pick him up and put him on my shoulder in a second. I do normally have to put like a jacket on to put him on my shoulder because he does scratch me a lot. So if you see like something on my shoulder while I'm holding him, that's literally just the reason, because he likes to like that a lot, and I'm still training him to be held. I've held him since he was little. I've had him since he was like this big. He was 2 or 3 months old, I think. He's about 8 months old now, so he's not like fully grown. He's definitely not even close to fully grown, but he is a big boy and he eats very well. I got him from an exotic pet store in Woodstock, Georgia. I believe it's called Creation Pet. Specifically have like exotic animals only, and then like a bunch of different types of fish and stuff. So okay, so he's like super stressed out right now. I think it's because he's shedding, so he like was frailing his beard up at me and stuff. So I'm just not gonna stress him out, but I will show you some clips of him in his enclosure. It is very frustrating. Unfortunately, I just got a bearded dragon that doesn't really like being held, even though I've held him so much as a baby. So unfortunately, you can get a bearded dragon that just doesn't like being held like other ones. I'm still trying to train him and hold him every single day, but when he gets super angry and his beard is super black and he's like hissing at me, I'm just not going to stress him out because it's not worth it. So, but usually if I hold him for a little while, he will calm down, but there's some days where he's just not having it, like today, I guess. His favorite food for sure are raspberries. He absolutely loves them. As soon as I put them in his enclosure, he just eats them immediately. And his favorite bug is definitely either dubia roaches or superworms. He loves dubia roaches the most, so that's what I usually give him. And then I give him superworms a lot as well. I give him mealworms once every couple of weeks, but I don't really give him that too many. And then sometimes I'll give him waxworms as well. And occasionally I'll give him a hornworm for like a treat because they're super nutritious for them and super like watery. You can like hear the squish when he eats them, and I give him those like every once in a while because they're so big. But yeah, he is currently in a 120-gallon tank from Zen Habitats. I will put the link for the enclosure down below. It is an affiliate link, so if you want to purchase one yourself, I do get a commission. I'm trying to save up to get the storage unit that goes underneath the enclosure from Zen Habitat, so if you are interested in purchasing an enclosure, try to use my affiliate link because that will help me as well. But yeah, he's in like this awesome like wooden PCV enclosure. It's 120 gallons. It's perfect for an adult. So yeah, he's pretty good for the rest of his life in this enclosure, and it's awesome. I still have my Halloween decorations in there, so just ignore that. All right, so my next reptile is the one that I have had the longest. So I have a crested gecko named Lumos. He is named after like the spell of light in Harry Potter. Oh, and by the way, if you couldn't have guessed, Bowser is named after Bowser from Super Mario. But yeah, I've had Lumos the longest. I got him when he was like tiny. I do have a video of when I first got him. It'll be on a playlist on my channel, but he was like this big, and now he's almost 4 years old now. They can live like up to like 15 years, I think. So hopefully he'll be with me for a while, but I've had him since he was little. This is his favorite food. He loves the Pangea watermelon diet. This is his absolute favorite, and he also likes the one with insects inside of it. He will not eat bugs at all. I have tried to give him bugs since he was a baby, and he would eat them more when he was a baby, but now when I offer them, he's not even interested in them. So I just feed him Pangea diet because he just doesn't want bugs for some reason. Even waxworms, which are like super fatty and yummy for reptiles, he like puts his nose up to it. So it's daytime right now, so I'm not going to take him out of his enclosure because he is sleeping. He does sleep during the day and he's awake at night. So I'll try to put some footage on the screen of what he looks like and some videos of him. I don't film him too often because honestly, he's just hiding most of the time, but he does love being held. I hold him a lot, and he doesn't like going back in his enclosure when I'm holding him. He likes to just like chill out on my arm and look around. So he used to watch TV with me when he was a baby, so it was super cute. And then lastly, I do have two hermit crabs. They do not have names. I don't know, I've just never named them, and I feel like I wouldn't know who they were once they start changing their shells. But there is one that is a little bit red in color, and then there's one that's a little bit blue in color, so that's how I distinguish the difference between them. I have had them since July. I got them from a like beach store at the beach to kind of rescue them because they were in horrible conditions. Currently in a 10-gallon tank with a 5-gallon added to the top of it. I'll show you a clip so you guys can see what that looks like. They're currently buried under the ground right now because during the day they like to sleep, so I don't have any footage today of them, but I will include some videos and pictures of them in their enclosure from a couple weeks ago. They've already molted once. When I first got them, they stayed in their underground for about 6 or 7 weeks, and then they came out. So I guess they were molting under there. They just literally disappeared and they never came back out. They don't really do much, honestly. They just chill out in their little bathtubs that I made them. I attached like an air filter into 2 little bowls of water, and it makes little bubbles like they're kind of in a hot tub. So they chill out in that a lot, and then they also eat. Their favorite food is definitely peanut butter, and then I give them little pieces of turkey and ham, and they really like that as well. And then they also like to eat mealworms too. So they don't really do much, honestly. I do like watching them. They're very interesting, and they still haven't changed out their shells. I have about 15 shells in their enclosure that they could switch their shells out of, and they won't. So I don't know if it's because they're glued into their current shell that was painted, and I hope that's not the case, or what, because they have such like bigger shells that they could change into, but I guess they just don't want to. So yeah, I don't have names for them. If you have any name ideas, I guess comment down below, but for right now I literally just call them hermit crabs. They don't have names. They're just the red one and the blue one. Alright, well that was all of my pets. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do have some really exciting plans coming soon. If you guys don't follow me on social media, you probably have no idea, but I am planning on getting some rats soon. And some of you guys may be like, rats? What the heck? But I have loved rats for a really long time. If I can find it, there's actually a picture of me when I was like 8 holding my cousin's rat and just being like super happy. I don't know if I'll be able to find it or not, but I've always loved them. They're very misunderstood animals. So I actually have all of the enclosure and like food and everything coming in the mail. I should get it all this weekend or the beginning of next week. So stay tuned. My next video will probably be a huge rat haul, which is my favorite videos to do are hauls, like 100%. I love doing them. So stay tuned for that. There's going to be rat content the next couple weeks. I do have like 5 like really good rat breeders around me, so I'll be able to find some really great ones. I don't know when I will be getting them, but I'm definitely getting the enclosure stuff in the next week, and I'll do a whole haul, and then I'll do a video on me decorating the enclosure, and I already have a whole space in my bedroom planned out for them. I'm gonna have them in a huge critter nation, so it's gonna be awesome. I also have tons of other videos planned. I have care guides for all of the animals I have coming soon. I also am gonna make videos on everything you need to buy for each animal that you've seen. And then I'm also gonna do some fun Christmas videos where I dress up my animals for Christmas, where I decorate their enclosures for Christmas. It's gonna be awesome, so stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for coming over to my new channel, or if you're new, please subscribe and stay tuned for my future videos. Check out all of my social medias down below. I have a Patreon where I make exclusive content. It's not just animal content, it's like all around content from my main channel as well, so you just get behind the scenes. There's also a buddy read if you like to read. You have a Discord server, and there's a lot of fun things over on my Patreon, and it's super cheap to join, so feel free to join down below. And then also check me out on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, and then I also have an Etsy shop, so all of that will be down below. But until then, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!